Cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe.
To go to
Breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe.
to go to
Cannot see.
go to
Cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between.
Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Går iväg.
I cannot breathe,
Jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.
andas när jag
Cannot breathe,
jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.
när jag du går iväg.
Cannot see,
Du går iväg.
Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, fueled by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumed, ashes remain.
Du går iväg. Jag kan inte
breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between.
andas när jag ser hur
Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe. Cannot breathe,
jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.
när jag du går iväg.
Cannot see, cannot breathe.
När jag du går iväg.
Cannot see,
Du går iväg.
cannot look in between.
Andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Det går iväg.
Spick Span Show!
Aha. How about now? Check,
Yeah.
check.
I think we're good.
No, this is okay. Well, can we? Well, I see audio happening.
Oh, you think it's from the computer?
Yeah, I think this is computer audio. Check, 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 check. Yeah, this is computer audio. Well, we just had an update. Okay, whatever. We'll just ditch this microphone. This microphone makes us sound really good, though. Let me just try it one more time. Yantosh. Shout out to Yantosh. Shout out to the air horn.
And Jacob.
And Jacob. Dude, you guys rock. Thank you guys very much. Welcome back to the Spick and Span Show at a regularly scheduled time. Well, actually, at our not regularly scheduled time.
Thank you for tuning in on Wednesday.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in on Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. And now that we're back here at the Spick and Span Studios.
Yep. Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. And let's see. So we had some audio issues because the studio system that we use here, I just pushed update. As I said, when I logged in this afternoon, it was like, would you like to update? And go,
Yeah.
There's a new version. And I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Oh.
Yeah. And then now we only have computer mic. So I don't know how the audio is sounding for you guys, but
You don't remember how you did it?
no, I did. It's the same thing. I could go here and there's stereo, baby.
Oh, maybe you just had to.
Here we go. How about now? Do we sound
Oh,
sexy?
yeah, it's coming back.
There we go. Now we got the good audio.
We're back.
We're back, baby. We're back. Let's get an air horn for troubleshooting in real time. I also had misplaced. I'm gonna blame this one on Camille. Someone won that the other day. This is all giveaways. This is our giveaway section.
Yeah.
It
I just felt like it looked a
little disheveled.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to a special Wednesday edition of the Spick and Span Show. We've got giveaways, we've got announcements, we've got breakdowns. All right, because that's the reason, in reality, why we're doing the show today is because we did a poll with you guys on our Facebook members chat. You don't even need to be a member. It's exclusive, but it's only as exclusive as you want it to be, and anybody can join. So, for everybody out there who would like to join the Facebook group chat, you can look up the Spick and Span Show on Facebook, and we did a little viewer poll, and 108 of you, I believe it was, said that you wanted to have the show today so we could talk about the NXL layout.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. That's why we are doing it here. So I've got the layout already here set up on the second monitor. I have tested that. So I'm pretty confident that it's going to work out really well. Oh, yeah, that's going to somebody.
Nice.
Yeah, sticker sheets are also... real quick, as you guys see, I've got a Spick and Span shirt on right now. This is one of my favorite drops from our most recent merch drop, I guess you could say. James from Island Designs was printing everything and getting everything dialed in over the last couple of weeks. There was a little bit of a I don't want to call it an emergency. I don't want to call it anything, but he had to step out of the office for a couple of days, and that's why we were a couple of your orders are delayed. Also, if you guys ordered the Fashionably Late shirts, little clerical error on our side. But if you ordered a tan one, you're getting 2 shirts. So it's a bonus.
Works.
Yeah, it works
yeah.
out as a bonus.
Yeah.
It works out as a bonus.
But we had 2 shirts.
Yeah.
Well, it was 1 shirt, same design, 2 different colors. It was called the Fashionably Late shirt.
Named after Kyle.
Named after Kyle. So you're going to get your shirt late, of course. But you're going to get in tan and black. Because he saw
We
all
just
the orders,
we just
tan
forgot
and
to
black.
put the word tan and the word black after
Yeah,
one to
yeah.
signify which was which.
Yeah,
So
so-
he was like, all right, print.
But the tan looks awesome.
It does.
If you ordered the tan, like the hoodie, everything.
It's worth the wait.
Yeah.
It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. So yeah, then we're gonna talk about a couple other things. Paintball for life. I see that you were talking about. Dynasty did just sign with Infamous and Pro DNA as did
And Impact, right?
as did Impact. Yeah, they're
Which is interesting
which is very interesting
because, yeah, your
actually. HK makes all of that stuff.
I wonder, I'm not really talking to the Impact, like what's going on behind the scenes as much, but I wonder what happened, or if they're still using Carbon too, because I feel like
Infamous and Carbon
Pro
are
DNA,
direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
So-
They make the exact same items.
I should text my sources right now.
Get the sources on the horn. And no, we're only using. So Dynasty's only using protective. So that is the undergarments and then the luggage, because the luggage looks really sick. And that is going to be a partnership. You know, we're stoked. You know what Infamous has done has been pretty spectacular over the last couple of years to be able to kind of vertically integrate all of their stuff into their own brand. So they did a really good job on that. And so yeah, we're going to be working in their protective and in their luggage. JT is all of our outerwear, head to toe, vertical outerwear, and then Field 1 Force, obviously. Loaders, we're just kind of doing whatever we can get for the time being. So we don't have a loader sponsor. We will be working with JT or whomever over there's moniker the new loader is going to come out under, because I do believe that they are working on a loader. I'm not sure if I was allowed to say that or not.
Who is that?
So, JT, Core, Empire, Key
Halo?
is Key. Yeah, so it's going to be a Halo B, actually Halo C, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be B, C, D maybe? I don't know exactly what version.
With
And
tape versus a screw.
Hopefully
Or maybe a
there
screw.
is one fastening device to keep the loader from exploding. That was a little bit of a hiccup when they had that thing. If you take a hard dive, and it was actually a really cool design. The Prophecy, I thought it's great, except it's like, you know, great to look at.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to drop it.
Well, I heard that Impact might not have re-signed with Carbon.
It would not seem that they did because they're using competing products.
Yeah.
Right. So they definitely signed with HK, but what's also weird that they have HK and Pro DNA, because HK makes all protective as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I do think that they're going to stick with their Aspire deal, though. It seems like nobody wants to use that TFX3 because you guys aren't using it either, right?
No, well, some of the guys are.
They work.
They work
fine.
It's just. I think it's just a matter of some like a little bit of tuning and you know, get some bugs out and it should be good. I mean, it looks really like, as far as the shape and everything, it's very similar.
Yeah, and I mean, there's been a stigma because it's taken them 5 to some odd years to get that thing in working order. But I do promise you that we did use it for quite a long time. We're the only ones to use it and endorse it, and it actually works. They worked well.
That brings up a good question too. That might be good, like conversation. Maybe get a vote here. Like, I forgot who I was talking about the other day. I think it was with Diego, our team owner, of like chargeable products versus batteries. Like, and we were both. I mean, as I'm late, like I don't remember to charge myself all the time.
No,
I
of
like
course
batteries.
Not. Yeah. I mean, well, that's why the Force has both options, right?
Yeah,
The Force has a rechargeable
I forget
and
about
double
that,
A's.
yeah.
It's a cool option because a lot of people are like,
It's like a hybrid car.
it's we're like a hybrid car.
Yeah, like a
We're
hybrid
gonna
car.
actually, the new one's gonna have solar panels on the top.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a
You're
little.
you're like that Porsche hybrid car.
That's the one with the Taycan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the.
I didn't want to give you Prius. Like.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I could go with the Model S Plaid.
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good one too. It's a good one to model. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but actually, it's a good point because the dye gun has that like cool like rechargeable feature that you can like put it on a charging mat.
Yeah.
Which is cool concept, but you're right. Like I remember this so well because when we used Luxes back in the day, you'd be low on your batteries. And you're like, oh, cool, I'll just plug it into the car. I'm at 40%, 30%.
Yeah.
If your gun is below 90%, your gun is no longer functioning well.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because when we were at the Combine, I remember someone like, they dove in to do the snake drill and their gun turned off. You know the Eclipse guns when they get really low? They'll just turn off if they get jostled a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, dude, my gun's not working. I turn it on. It is literally like the whole little battery signal. There's on the back, the icon was completely empty. I go, dude, you have no batteries. He's like, oh, you're out here competing. Like, the one thing you got to do, like, you can skate by, like, oh, shit, guys, I forgot my batteries, like, at practice.
Yeah.
But, dude, not when you're
going
going to
stop by
compete.
7-Eleven. I got to get a car lighter charger so that I can charge my gun in the car before we play.
But you know how it is with, like, the Luxes when everybody had those. They're like, just plug them into their car in between points. It's like, that's not going to cut it. No. That's why when you, and a lot of people don't really understand the sound signature of guns when they're shooting. You can't, like, you can tell. We can tell. If someone's shooting, like, hey, you break paint or is your loader not working? They're like, no, what's up? You're like, you weren't shooting paint right there. Like, you could hear your gun dry fire. And they're like, no, it's good. I'm like, no, there's no paint coming out of your gun.
Yeah.
Remember when we got Andolini with the pod trick and you didn't know? Yeah, same thing. So some people just don't know.
Yeah.
I filled Andolini's pod up with 50 caliber paintballs one time, and he plant in the center 50 like this, and there's balls were rolling out. He had no clue. So anyway, I don't know where that went back then. We just gotta back to the battery thing. Yes, rechargeable is a big issue because paintball players are inherently late. We're inherently forgetful.
Yeah.
And I am putting we in front of all of these. And we tend not to charge things, but at the same time, we tend not to replace our batteries as well. That's why the Field 1 Force gives you both options.
Yeah.
You can flip a switch and you're back over to rechargeables or you're back over to AA's.
Home run.
And you're always going to get the best performance out of fresh AA's and not those lousy Rayovac or the ones that you find that have duct tape around them.
Orange and black package.
Just pay the extra $2 and get like a whole box of the AA's and just use those.
You know where I saw has really cheap batteries the other day, and they're good. The Duracell is Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot's got cheap stuff.
Huge pack. It's like, so I think 4 batteries.
What were you doing at Home Depot?
I've been going to Home Depot a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you do there?
Just getting stuff. No, I had to get the Goo Gone for the tiles.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Some wood. I get those gloves that I wear from Home Depot.
Okay, Gorilla Gloves.
Yeah. The drill bit, because my mom broke the handle at the... So I've been to Home Depot more times this year, I think, than my life.
I would say so. I would say the first time you told me you were
going to get Gorilla Grip gloves probably doesn't count. Christmas tree stuff.
Christmas tree shop. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Welcome to the Home Depot life. I like it there. It's pretty cool. There's lots of stuff, lots of plants. Wait until you walk back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like going there. Yeah, it's really cool.
There.
Yeah. And they have a year warranty on all their plants. Can you believe that?
It's really.
You can walk back with a bag of sticks and a dead root and be like, hey, I bought this.
Is that for real?
For real. Dead serious. I've returned a ton of plants there. I feel badly about it, but sometimes I'm like, look, I just spent $100 on plants and like, I don't know, some of them died. I want to get some new ones. Like yeah, for sure. Straight up. So, anyway, where were we going? So yeah, rechargeables, AA's, just, I don't know what you guys all think about that, but I prefer AA's because, again, if you are low on batteries, it's easy just to replace them and get a new pair.
Yeah.
New set. Also, we have finished up with all of our year members. So everybody in there, like you see Steve and Mr. Maui Rockstars, you guys have got cool little logos next to your names. Tabletop Squires also. Tabletop, you won last week and you're getting a prize sent out.
Do we show them a sneak peek of what they're going to get?
No. I've heard that like you're not supposed to do that now.
Okay.
Like I think that once we have them, we give them like a corner, like a tease, like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
But no, it's like they get it in the mail and everybody gets excited about it.
But for all you year members, you're going to get something special. And for the people that are close to a year, we're going to make a bunch of them. So as you get to that year mark, you're getting one as well.
So yeah, we've got a bunch of gifts saying thank you to you guys. Also today, we're going to be giving away a ton of stuff. Also, we're
only if we get up to 100 likes, though.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one for us.
150 people watching, only 65 likes.
Oh, look at that! Here we go. Fortkey, Richard, Spanky, Jacob, all in the 1 year mark. Yep. So there we go. And Taylor hit your year next month. But look. it's okay. We're gonna get a big stack of these gifts, and as soon as you hit the 1 year, we're gonna hook you up. So yeah, that's the goal for us, is to make sure we're paying you guys back for all the thanks and the support in some way, shape, or form. Aside from the great content that we deliver on a weekly basis.
Meter was on SportsCenter.
Saw that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
If you guys haven't seen that, go over to SportsCenter Instagram. Make sure you like it or throw a comment. I saw a lot of the paintball community was like, we want to push paintball. So obviously that's a great stepping stone in the right direction. And
they've shown it a couple times.
Yeah,
there was like a slide cancel video, which I don't really understand what that meant, but I saw it and that was cool. And then I think they throw it on there every so often, so that means that there's some they're seeing it. And it's a big one actually, because we had a little bit of a we're naming the bunkers on the field.
Yeah.
And Marcelo, we talked about this, wants to get rid of the God bunker. It was a Marcelo and Tyler 2-man op against us at the beginning of last year. Then Marcelo lost his backup, and everybody's like, dude, this is stupid. We're going to keep calling it the God.
Yeah.
Mainly for no other reason than we've just been calling it that for so long that it's like, you see it, it's the God bunker. It's like, this is a pen.
I think we were, as the Saints, we were trying it out, not having it, and we brought it back.
Yeah, so it was hard. We brought it back in Philly, because in Philly there were 3 bunkers over there, and actually there are 3 over here, because we replaced it with money, with California money. But now there's, on the new field layout, which we'll flip to here in a second, there are 2 of them. But Marcelo's like, today he sent the layout, he took the liberty of naming everything, and he put it in there, and there's no God bunker. And I'm like, what about what's the Alpha? Where the hell that come from?
Yeah.
What about God? And he's like, we're on SportsCenter, man. Now, man, we made it to the big time. So
you know what's funny is I was actually just randomly, I think I was talking to Mouse about there's names that are illegal, you can't name your newborn toddler certain names.
Oh, right.
But there's a lot of them are like God, King, Messiah, they're like.
Yeah, well, you could. Yeah, we won't go. Yeah. Well, you can though. I think. Can you not?
I think it's illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
My barber wanted to name his son's name is Lucky, and he wanted to name his middle name 7, but the number 7, and they said that's not allowed.
Oh, he has it. Put
yes, but spell
Saban.
7. Yes, this is exactly. So, there we go. Shout out to Dizon got his
You
merch.
can't do Hitler.
Right.
It's probably fair.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Adolf. I think someone tried to do that and it didn't.
There was a lot
there's
of
a list
funny
of
names.
Yeah.
Santa Claus. You can't name
Really?
You can't name your son Santa Claus. This is a funny one.
That's probably good too.
Yeah.
There's some names out there that you shouldn't name your kids.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Yeah, because we have a buddy who's naming was thinking about what are names associated with winter. And we're all exchanging names, real names. And Mouse is joking around. He says, "What about Rudolph?" It's probably not the best.
Yeah, he's a winner. He's an underdog.
Yeah, Rudolph. Yeah. Lead in the pack. Go to that SportsCenter Instagram and make sure you like that. That's huge for the sport. So it's only helping everyone here.
Right. I saw it on there. I gave it a like, and then I commented sent a comment to Meter, and I was like, dude, you made it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm quitting my job.
Yeah.
Mom, we're on the Jumbotron.
Yeah. You know what one would be really good? Is
you can't name your baby Frank Connell anymore either. That's illegal.
Some of those those Tyler reel clips, those one-on-ones, those would be good ones. Because the crowd and everything.
Yeah, those went up. Those went big. Rye guy really cashed in on those.
We must
ones.
have someone at ESPN that's for paintball that's helping plug.
Yes, and maybe that's a very good choice, or very good possibility. I mean, that's how most of our mainstream sponsorship came from. Is someone played paintball and they were like, hey, I love Dynasty, or my son's a fan of Dynasty, and that's kind of how we got in the door with those ones.
Yeah.
It's interesting because of the guns. People, it's things are a little. Yeah, and you hear Meter going, kill the something, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So.
I guess that's where the God bunker might not be good.
Yeah, kill the God.
Yeah.
I get it. Or we need to shoot the God.
Yeah. We should probably be careful even saying that on here.
Yeah. Well, they said that it spawned from the 2 of them having a late night business meeting in 7-Eleven, and Tyler and Marcelo were getting I don't know, snacks, whatever you buy at 7-Eleven. Marcelo lives right next door to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It's like it's like his bad vice.
Yeah.
He's like, it's great, but it's horrible.
Yeah.
And so I believe that they were there, and he was like, so what we need to do is if we can get into, it was before practice, that's what it was.
Yeah. He'll never not have batteries though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hopefully. And he was like, we need to get, do you think we can shoot the God from the back center, from the California, or do you think the Utah's got a good shot on the God?
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying that in 7-Eleven, so he was like, he was probably thinking, oh dude, this sounds terrible, like we need to shoot God, even though it's a fictitious character.
Sure.
So I don't, maybe we need to change the name Baby on a field. Like you definitely don't want to say shoot the,
Yeah.
that's a bad one. Utah, yeah. So, I don't know. There's a lot of touchy subjects out there, and people are easily offended these days. So, please take everything that I just said and snip it together and make some sort of cancel Ryan Greenspan post and get us thrown off the air if you guys can. So,
have you used Guns Up app in a while? This is the first time going back in, but I remember last time
don't even
it was on my old computer. And it was
it's that thing it sucks a lot of info out of there. I like how he's still got his thing going on right there.
I saw he has a clinic.
What we're gonna do is speaking of clinics, thanks for bringing that up. Lavina Paintball. I will be out in Lavina Paintball on April 9th and April 10th, and then I am headed out to let's see, when is Mother's Day? The weekend after Mother's Day, I'm going to Annandale Paintball. That's the 14th and 15th of May. So headed out, getting the clinics booked up, and then I've got a bunch of private and local things going to be at the WCPPL events with Savage. Oh, I meant to tell you, dude, we had a great practice. Two things. One, thanks to Bruce Cook, he sent us the dried Primo Tally peppers, and I brought them to practice this weekend, and I was like, Fran, you got to eat these things. Yeah, he sent us more. I was like, I don't want them.
Oh,
he's like, I'm bringing them. I'm sending them to you. Where do I send them? And I said, I don't want them. I'm not going to eat them. And he goes, well, send them to somebody. And then I'm thinking liability issues, because even when Ryan Matthews ate that, I was like, this is kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
So anyway, I told Fran about it, and Fran was like, I'm not going to eat it. Well, hold on. Are you screwing me over here? Anyway, Fran's a badass. And
you got another video?
No, he's gonna eat it this weekend. He didn't want to eat it in the beginning of the day because he's like, I don't want it to ruin my day.
Yeah.
And I was like, fair enough.
But he ate the chip like a boss.
I know. So, but I think these things might be hotter than the chips. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what's happening. I'm gonna film it this weekend. I'm gonna film it on Friday. Fran is gonna eat the dried Primotelli, and I believe there's one that looks like a turd. And I think that might be like the chocolate bouton or something like that. Anyway, Fran is going to eat those
we might get
peppers this weekend, and I'm gonna video it and post it, and we're gonna watch it on Tuesday next week.
Definitely get Submarine for letting this comment.
And we're not letting those ones go. Sorry, Taylor White. And then with that being said, that brought him a little bit of leniency, because I happened to see all of the Ironman guys that they picked up, and they were at practice.
Oh, okay.
So, out of, just because Fran's going to do us a solid, I'm going to do you a solid, not divulge the Ironman roster.
Oh, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say that Alex Keys made it, because Alex Keys was going to make it.
Any of these guys?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
There is one of them.
Oh, one.
And 1.5, because one of the guys was on the
half.
Well, I don't know. He played one event with me.
Oh, okay.
Was going to play with us, kind of thing. He played against the Impact guys up at the Sacramento event.
Okay. I don't remember.
Okay. Anyway, so I am going to withhold some of the drops for the Ironman team, but we played them. The whatchamacallums, the Savage guys. We played them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we fared really well against them. Like, we played, the guys were playing really well. I had Eric Hunter out there.
Yeah.
We had the local Marine Dalton was playing with us, so he was a little missile. But we had some really good points.
Nice.
The guys had some good points. We won a couple points against them, so that was really uplifting and exciting. And Fran is going to eat this pepper. So Fran, I know you're watching this.
Was it this person?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from. just kidding.
Yeah, from the team with
Yeah.
the name that we cannot stand.
Just okay.
Yeah. So
Never mind.
We'll just get.
Yeah.
We'll just.
That was like
Do
a
you
giveaway.
want to give? So last week we gave everybody the roster of Impact. If you guys have not seen the episode with Bart Yakmak, you guys can check that one out. That was last week's episode. The audio kind of sucked because there was a monsoon that happened 10 minutes before the show, so we had
Yeah, we
a
had
quick
this
go.
guy. That's who you guys said last time.
Oh
But
right.
it's this person.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And anyways, so that Zach Hill, Axel.
Yes. Yep. Okay, so we're doing it right now. Okay. Zach, Axel. We're going to give you guys the Impact roster right now. Zupa from Revo. Darula from Revo. We got Matt Jackson from Impact.
Yeah.
Trevor.
John Jackson is coaching,
Is he?
assistant coaching
Oh, John Jackson and
Yeah.
Zane's coaching.
Yeah.
So they got a stacked.
today. I talked to Dave. He said they got like 14 guys now.
Yeah. Nick,
Nick,
Zach.
Zach. I believe Zane's gonna be around.
No,
to help.
Zane's only helping.
Yeah.
They got 10 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8. Who are we forgetting?
Brandon.
Brandon. 9. There's one more.
JC.
JC. I was gonna put Mouse, but I forgot. He's playing with you guys.
Yeah.
So that's the Impact lineup. With the coaches are Dave, Zane, and John,
And Bart.
and Bart. We actually didn't share a funny story of Bart last week about him pushing the buzzer. There was 2. I was like, "Oh, Bart, we forgot to tell this story." He's like, "Oh, we also forgot to tell the story of when we split the first place win with the Ironmen." Do you remember that? In Kansas City.
Oh yes, that time.
There was this crazy third game with all this stuff going on, and they signed Oliver signed the score sheet and something. Anyway, long story short, they were like, "We'll just share the first place win," and we're like, "You guys can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that."
Yeah.
And then the next event, they had to play 1-on-1s to see who would win. We're like, what's going on? I think Marcelo actually was in those 1-on-1s.
Huh.
Marcelo won that one.
Nice.
So anyway, Alex just texted me, so let's see what we got here. And I just got a little update on some guns. Ooh, I'm gonna send this here. So Alex is actually, I'm gonna send these straight to the show right now. Alex is gonna be donating some HORMESIS goggle straps. Let me just show them to you guys right now. This is gonna be coming to the show, and straps. And we're going to be giving a couple, maybe we'll give one away today, maybe one next show, but we're going to be giving these things away over the course of the next couple of shows. It's an HEIC file. That doesn't work. So let me pull this one out. And then we're going to jump over to, what is an HEIC file? Does anybody know what that is? I'm not.
Oh, that's what happens when you send some iPhone photos.
Yeah,
I've noticed.
I'm not a fan of that. So let's take a look at these cool new HORMESIS goggle straps.
Those are rad.
They are very cool. And they're on the desktop. Booyah. So I'm going to put these things up on the screen right now. So this is what Alex is donating to the Spick and Span Show. And we will be, hold on, oh, there's a couple more in here actually. We will be picking some winners. And some of you guys are going to win.
You guys got the likes up from 65 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, these
when
guys,
we said that
they're on it. They're on it.
no giveaways.
So yeah, we've got a black, we've got blue, we got orange. That orange one's really cool.
Yeah, those are rad.
Yeah, these are really cool. There we go. I love the pins on the back. That's actually my favorite little touch there, is that the pins that they got on the back there. But I actually rock one of these right now. I've got one of those types. I got the bluish looking one.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh yeah, look at that.
What do you got?
We just came in through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's right. Maui Rockstars. All the closet watchers just jumped in on the chat. Everybody who watches but doesn't say anything. Yeah, Nick told Maddie the whole lineup, except he said there may be room for one or two more. Oh wow. So yeah, those are pretty cool. So we'll give away one of those things on the show today, and courtesy of HORMESIS and Alex Fragi. So Thank you, Mr. Fragi, and thank you, HORMESIS. Also, we do have Tigerware giveaways as well. But let's jump over to the layout because that's what we wanted to talk about to begin with. So I'm going to jump over here to our second monitor and just have a look at what we got. Pop. All right, so here's the layout right here. As most of you have seen, kind of a double snake sort of thing. That structure, I mean, there's just a lot of big structures now. I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of it.
Of the layout?
But yeah, I like the layout, but there's just so many big things now. You know, just like lots of big stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like the mini phone booth looking things over on that snake side. Those things might be not to scale. Those things are actually really small. We played on them the other week. The little bricks. And then
it looks like you could shoot both sides.
But you have to sit in that open.
You have to sit in open.
Yeah. So what I was looking at here, I kind of just put a little. This is like what I always do is I just grab a line, but just kind of coming off the box, you want to make sure whenever you're watching a team, you know it's not going to work great the first time, but if it's common that guys are going up the middle, you want these two cans before they go into their spots to put pressure up that middle as you step out. That's going to help to deter someone from sitting in this open blind or even running up the middle, because we're gonna be in these cans every game, you know, at least running to them. This can right here on the Dorito side also has a great shot heads up. You know, you can kind of, well, I don't know if this is a great shot, but you can kind of step out and wing some through this little cut to try to stop an outside run over here. It does look like if you make it out to this Dorito corner, though, because of these wedges, you're pretty blocked out from this brick.
Yeah.
You know, if you're standing up, I forgot what field it was not too long ago when there was like you can make it out wide, but that because of that big brick, but like people couldn't see you and you had a really clear run up the middle or up that side of the field, but you could still get shot over the top if you're kind of tall. I forgot.
Was it Philly?
Yeah, it might have been Philly actually, because you can kind of slide out wide and go up.
Yeah, past the tower.
And then looking at like what you also want to look at is what the cross shots look like across here. Now there's not much because of these two. This is I think a smaller one. Is this a small temple?
Where?
The little one in the
No,
Dorito
tall.
side. Oh, they're all tall. Okay, so these are both tall temples. So this shot on the cross from this first can is somewhat worthless off the break, and that's a big brick. Yeah. It's hard to see. Yeah,
it only looks like you can stop that inside Dorito.
Yeah, and then even looking straight ahead doesn't look great from that can, right?
Yeah, so what the snake side looked like to me, we see these type of layouts. They were more common, I think, when we had the wall in the middle. Mm-hmm. But each of the insert bunkers to the snake all can play each other, which sometimes slows the play down because each one of these guys is having to engage with. The only thing though is the bunker on the previous bunker can't really hold that guy. So like say if it's
so if someone moves past, so basically can to can see you, right?
But he can't stop the move from the Aztec to the
and then Aztec to Aztec can see you, but once you get past one of the guys and there's no one else on the tape, you can continue to go.
The Aztec though it looks like he has a little gap to shoot before the snake.
I'm calling this right now. Here's a bounce shot. If you're coming into here.
Well, and also back from the Aztec, the guy in the laydown before the snake, he can shoot right there. Yeah, you
can shoot the landing.
But the nice counter to that is that the guy that's in that laydown bunker can play over top to put that guy in.
Yeah, I do like that. Now, but the thing is, there's going to be someone in this corner. I think this corner is going to be hot, the snake corner, because I just don't see anybody really shooting this very easily. If you're standing in the open, you have a lane right through here. If you're standing in the open, you might be able to wing a little bit through here. But for the most part, you're standing in the open, right?
Yeah.
If you run out to this can and you're trying to shoot this outside corner, you definitely have a shot. You definitely have a shot on this corner, but it's not an easy one.
Yeah.
You know, I guess you could just stand right off the box and shoot over the top of what I would call the God bunker.
Yeah. That's a hard read too, because that guy, you have to kind of judge before he gets through that Aztec gap. whether he's going out to the corner or he's gonna dive into like the god.
And then look at this. Let me just change these colors so I can kind of show you. And this is, like I said, this is a great way. What we do is just to kind of try to find things, right? People look at. I just take this simple basic maps program. Let me find a good color here for everybody. Let's go with orange. And I'll just draw little lines and just try to figure out the geometry of it. So like, if I'm worried about getting shot by this can, if I'm running out to the corner, if I look at this other can here, he can just put his first 5 balls over the top of this, and it goes straight into the spot you would stand in order to shoot, this outside body.
Sure.
So like, you can deter somebody right away by just coming right off the box, and you can shoot 5 balls here, and then strafe your gun across, and still have plenty of time to shoot this outside lane.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking at is, okay, who can shoot me, right? Making my moves, and then how can I stop that person? How can I be there to shoot the bad guys, and how can I stop somebody from shooting my guys? How am I going to get Mikey out to this corner? How am I going to get Arturo into the god? And how am I going to disrupt the other guys? So I am looking at this corner, and I'm looking at this corner from a standpoint of like, this is a great spot for someone like myself or Marcelo to go to.
Yeah.
Right. And now, luckily for us, we're in a position that we can start to risk our bodies a little bit more, because if I die, I got Marcelo and Archie.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited for that, and then
The corner
Mikey,
can't see down the snake tape, which is kind of nice.
It's kind of nice. Yeah, but you'll be able to see the guy if he comes around it, I think. At least after he comes around snake 2.
Yeah.
Because you're going to see those feet and those legs kind of popping around.
And so those are those new doors, right?
Yeah, those are the new doors. I was also looking at this shot here, is if you do make it into the snake, this tall, like off the break, I think this might not be a bad shot, right? So going into this can, which you can shoot across and you can disrupt this guy.
Yeah.
If teams are running to the snake a lot, you can go into there and just shoot right on top of this, and I bet you catch the guy diving in. So you shoot on the cross.
Yeah.
So basically, someone's gonna dive in.
It is pretty tight though.
Let me draw a little.
Because I'm looking from the guns up side of it, while Ryan looks at this. Mm-hmm. Well, from here, it's just a really look how tight that is.
Yeah, but I'm talking the kind of you can step off of it off the break. Like look at the shot. So you have a shot and you have a shot into here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have this shot here. So you can come off the gate and go like 1. If someone's standing there shooting, you can go 1, 2, and then quickly just bring it across as you're walking up into this spot.
Yeah.
Still kind of back in this zone. And then you can send a second body. Whoa. Getting a little dancing there.
It does look really, really advantageous. So if you I know we're talking about the snake right now, but if you get to that outside Dorito, that back one, because...
Oh, yeah. This spot here?
Yeah, because no one can really stop that.
Let's
besides that center tower.
Let's do this. So we'll go 1. Yeah, absolutely. We had a practice. It was like me and you and Brandon Cornell, and I want to say we played the Hunters on that 3rd field at Victory, and there was a field like this where there's a big bunch of stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
And then this outside, if you make that one weird crazy run. Also, I'm looking at this too right here. Let's go with a.
And this field's gonna be exciting.
Let's go with this. Watch this move. So I'm thinking you could go up and straight across into here. Let's get rid of this part. I'm looking at this right here. You can run and shoot because I think that this is like a makeable option.
So up through here.
Yeah, and then just kind of cut across because you always have that ditch outs point. You can always ditch out here.
Yeah, the only really spot they can shoot it would be that can if he's straight ahead, or that center tower.
Yeah, and it's not an everyday all the time kind of thing. And as long as you run a body wide, you can go to any of these wide spots and put pressure back on that guy, on that can. You can come out to this stand-up wedge and put some pressure there. So you've got a lot of options, I would say.
Yeah.
As far as where to go and what to do. Yeah, actually, and this is kind of interesting. And for those of you who are out there, I've seen a lot of people playing this paintball VR game.
Oh yeah,
Do you have it?
I no, but I've seen. I'm seeing all the reels on Instagram.
Yeah,
it kind of looks fun and pretty realistic.
Yeah, I mean, it looks, from what I've heard, is it's pretty good.
Look at this fortress in here.
Oh my god. We're looking at that 50 snake.
50 snake has a little cave.
Yeah, actually, and for the snapshot VR thing, like, let's see, I've seen Quitski playing it a lot, David Quitman. Let's just see what the real situations are getting a good amount of views, getting a lot of traction there. Nick plays it, Danny Lincoln plays it, Marcelo plays. So there's a lot of guys out there that are playing it, and Marcelo swears that up and down that it's it worked. Like it's like useful. So they would just have to build this.
Have you seen the
layout.
view where like people are playing? You can see you're like up in a tower watching it play, and then there's like you're in like a lobby.
Does anybody out there have Snapshot VR? No, yeah, we don't have them for the whole team yet. No, we don't. Actually, I don't think any of us have them. I mean, I don't know if I can even pick it up right now. I'm about to turn 40. I can't be playing video games out here.
I'll tell you what. Look at this. Look at this spot.
Yeah, their side. Yeah.
Their last snake knuckle.
Kyle just broke a code here. As if you get to their side of the snake, he's been playing paintball for a long time, and he just now figured out getting to their side is the best move.
You shoot all the Doritos. Except for that back corner Dorito. The other snake fortress. All the 50s.
He's in here right now. So you've got sweeping the field, right? You've got this. You can't shoot this wedge, it doesn't look like. Maybe.
If you back up, like right here.
I'll tell you what. Another thing is, you don't want to be, and I hate to always have to say this, but we do have to say this a lot to divisional players. You don't want to be in this center spot towards the end of the game, unless you are on their side of the field.
The one
get out of that thing.
You know, Jason Trozen's doing a really good job making these fields because every bunker that is like really deadly also has like a counter move. I feel like, and I was looking at the different snake knuckles against that center tower, and they, because of these, I believe those are those doors, which are going to be pretty big, protruding out of the snake, which means that you're going to have to like put yourself at some big risk as you come around, and that tower can shoot both going into their snake, like this move right here.
So what Kyle's looking at right now, everybody, is if you are in this tower and you're tasked with having to put pressure on this snake side, what you can't really see, you'll probably be able to see them go in, but what he's saying is you can, if you have a guy that's tall enough, maybe myself and Kyle can't really play it, but some of you out there, a lot of you, will be able to shoot this snake player coming around this side because this brick kind of protrudes out so much.
I mean, we played those new bunkers. You played the new bunkers too, right?
Yeah.
Those doors are, I know they're sitting sideways, but they're tall, like tall as in lengthwise. Yeah. I don't necessarily feel like this picture is doing their length justice. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying is I don't think that they're even.
I would say that those doors probably go halfway through that grid that you're looking at, because it looks like it's only like.
And I don't think that they're this tall either.
Like where you made that last line, like I think that's how far they're gonna be out, like in the middle of that grid. Which is gonna make
but it depends though, because the actual snake beam is on the right side of this grid here.
Yeah.
So if it were on the line, maybe, but I guess this is inside, so it is right. So the length is right, but it's coming from the other side.
So that's gonna be interesting too. Like for a lot of you guys out there that are playing in higher divisions, when you go to your field, like because of how they laid that door in the like kind of like off-centered in between two grids, like that's really important that you have that gridded right.
Yes.
Because the door's not on an edge. It's like 1/3 on one grid, and the other 2/3 of it is into that other grid mark.
Yeah, that's actually a huge point, everybody. When you're going to play the field, because I know that a lot of people, when they're setting up the field, are lazy. Fran is very meticulous and make sure that it's always in the right spots. And I know that Marcelo is going to be out there at the field with Fran tomorrow setting this up. So one of the big things that you're going to want to do is double check what the layout looks like versus what you guys are seeing, because Kyle's right. You want to make sure that this spot here, okay, these little phone booth bricks are not directly on the line, and this snake beam is on the right hand side or the inside of the line here. Right there. That's incredibly important.
I think the best way to set that up so it's not so you're just like eyeing it is those beams are right on the edge of the line, and then you set the doors
to line up
on the edge of the beam. And even the beams are in between two grids. If you notice that, like the other along that line through there.
Yeah, and then you can see how offset this is, right? So this is like, it's probably off by the difference of like a foot right here. So you can see the tape here. You know, and one thing you're going to want to practice, this is actually a BKI drill. I think I've drawn it up twice where the person's rapping on these things. But basically, like, and we worked it this last weekend on Saturday with Savage. Anytime that one of their guys would crawl around the snake into the 50, one of the Ironman guys, is one of the things that we would do is if you're in the corner and you see those feet slip around, you want to take a couple big steps out and you want to try to neutralize him right there. Just take a couple quick steps out and then run back in. That's a BKI drill that I've set up that is situational. But because snake players are going to be trying to whip around these corners really quickly, it's something that you want to take in consideration and get out there.
But going back to what I was saying is those doors that are in the snake, they're gonna, as you go around them, it's gonna push you way out of protection along the beam that you usually have with the cakes that we have now taken out for these doors. So that center tower now has an advantage that if you go around that thing too big or not quickly enough, he's going to be able to shoot you going around the snake 1 and then in around the snake 3 into their snake. Doing that move there. So that's kind of a... But then, yeah, like Ryan said, if that guy gets into your snake and you're still in that tower, might want to...
Yeah, that's when you want to try to bug out. And actually the good thing about that is, as far as bugging out of these spots, is like you've got some options, right? You can run in either direction. You can bug out over here, not saying that this is the best opportunity, but at least it provides you with a little bit of cover. You can also zip out this direction as well. Again, if someone's in your snake, you kind of want to, and you're really compromised, you want to get out of this spot as best as you can. But that's the thing, is you have a lot of options from here, and we're going to see a lot of players playing in this spot. And it's not even a bad idea if you're in here, if the shot on the snake 1 gap is not as bad. So you can, if you can see this shot here, it's not a bad idea to secondary into this tower and just try to be a heavy gunner.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of people shoot a lot of paint on this field.
For sure.
Because there's a lot of big bunkers. And there's a lot of, I guess, I don't want to say that there's a lot of back spots as much, but there's just a lot of large spots along kind of like in this zone here that allows people to kind of camp out. Even this God bunker right here is a good spot because it's a fortress, right? And you can force their snake player to have to kind of like come and get you. Quick points, you're going to see players coming into here a lot, into these two spots. You're going to see guys into here. You're going to see, obviously, players on this side of the field over there. So there's a lot of offensive options. And because there's no tape bunker out here, there's nothing out on this side here, in this corner here, you're going to see a lot of players kind of coming around this corner and getting into here to start turning the field. And I actually like that. I like that there's no corner. That because from my standpoint, I love the counter punch kind of thing. So like when you think you're out, and I know Marcelo, I know Archie's is really good at this. Yoshi's really good at this sort of thing. But you're going to be able to come around. Like guys are going to think they have dominance on you, and then you can kind of like, this is the sneaky spot, this little Dorito, right?
I was just
see
looking at
guys
that.
kind of wrapping this direction.
Yeah.
Right, trying to like get some kills on the cross here or the cross here, and then you make a little counter punch into this spot. These arrows are somewhat confusing. You make a little counter punch into this spot here, and you can kind of wait on the tape line. And as soon as that player kind of decides to get antsy and come back out the tape, you own them from this spot.
Well, another reason why this Dorito is so clutch too is because
it's protected from the snake, right?
Yes, and so if you're here playing, maybe behind your front Dorito player, and they're in your snake, all it takes is this little backup, just a little backup, and then you can catch that snake guy. Yeah.
So what we're looking at is this shot onto your side of the field. So this little baby bunker is kind of a fortress.
Yeah.
Because you're protected from the tape to a certain extent. You're protected from the inside quite a bit, and what Kyle was saying is you can be sneaky because you have this secondary little offense right here to kind of get in here on an undetected kind of thing and protect the tape. But more importantly, what we're looking at is if they do come into your snake and you're kind of like you're worried, you're obviously blocked out. But if you just take a couple of quick scoots back, you've got a great shot into there, and you're relatively safe on this move, and then you can come back in. And that snake guy's kind of pants down to you. He's because a lot of times that information doesn't get across to the snake player.
And why like this bunker?
I'm gonna use that against you.
Why this bunker stands out for Ryan and I so much for a ton of reasons also is because that it's a fortress back there, but also when you go to make a move to go up the field and maybe try to turn the field, there's only like 2 bunkers besides like those 50 spots that can stop the move, and that's the Snake Aztec and then that second tall tower on the Dorito side. So you can honestly like launch from that small Dorito and go up into the Dorito side fortress fairly easily.
Yeah, and I saw a question in there where to go. It was, at what point is it time to go and get them? Stay put until they wrap the 50? No, that's a good question. And that also depends on the scenario. So you want to play into the environment that you're set up with. So you want to go take this guy down when you can, but you don't know where their extra body is. If there's a bad guy sitting here and here, then you don't really want to go take them down if you're the last person. Think about the island drill is a good example of how this should be played. If you have extra bodies alive, like if you're on the other side and you have if you have bodies here and you're over there, then sure, you can be afforded the luxury of going over here to bunker this guy around the inside, the outside, and whatever it might be. But if you're by yourself and your next player is maybe like somewhere down the snake, if you're set up like this, you let them sit there and you let them marinate, because this is a big thing that a lot of players take for granted is, you want to put pressure on the bad guys, but at the same time, you don't want to overextend and get too antsy.
Sure.
If you go and launch and you kill this player, and now you guys are both now you're both off the board here. But they have a body ready to reload right away, then what was the point? Now they just own this entire outside, and you just kind of like gave up your anchor.
Yeah.
So you want to be really cautious about it, and you want them to make a mistake, because oftentimes when a bad guy gets into a really far up position, they're constantly trying to make something happen. If your team is not giving them anything to shoot, they're getting antsy and they're like, well, I'm all the way up here. And now this is also a lot more so prevalent on the divisional side of things. Pros don't, in the finals aren't going to be making these types of mistakes on your side of the field as much. But you tend to become a little bit more overexposed, and you start to become a little bit more prone for a counterpunch. And
honestly, a situation like this, like say, Ryan and I are over here on the side with the player in the snake, and Ryan's the guy in the Dorito 1, and he's letting me know, hey, there's a 50 Dorito. He's basically in our side. If Ryan just stays alive, I can get myself out of the snake 1 into the snake 2 and then eliminate that guy onto the other side. Did we lose it?
No.
Okay. So, but if Ryan tries to handle it by himself and then he ends up, best case scenario, maybe trades out with that guy, and then that player behind him comes up and fills the gap. Instead, that's where communication comes into play, because he can let me know, and I can just come around that snake knuckle, and that guy that's in, our side of the Dorito wing, he now has to pick his battle there. He has to force it and try to take out Ryan and play behind his gun, or he has to play me completely so that I don't come up out of the snake, and then that allows Ryan to maybe get him off the field without having to risk a trade. So those are just two things. And another thing I wanted to say here that's like so vital, I know I've said it a couple times before, but when you get into, I'd say the biggest threats on this field are one where we have that red player on the Dorito side wing, and then the next spot would be their snake brick, is that you have to think about the time frame of communication as far as like where you want to take your shots. So if this player comes around that wing and he tries to take a shot on Ryan, if he misses that shot and Ryan now knows he's there and he's safe, if he doesn't immediately go inside to look for those other possible free kills because his first choice was the outside, it's only seconds till those guys are not going to be exposed, because Ryan lets his other players know that the guy's there. And then you lose that element of surprise. And it's the same thing, on the snake side. If I'm in their snake and I come up and I look for, maybe I shoot the Dorito can and I miss the Dorito player, I now know that if there's a guy in potentially the God bunker who doesn't know I'm in their snake, if I wait like 5 seconds
playing the inside, that player's either going to come get me or he's going to set up so that he either defends himself or he's for sure going to trade out with me. So now I have to think, do I keep staying on this Dorito side guy, or since I've already killed one guy, do I just get up and run this guy that's in the God and then get 2 kills off the field? Maybe there's a guy right behind him or there's a guy in the tower. And as that Dorito player is shooting me, it doesn't matter because I've eliminated 3 guys. So that's something really important you guys that are playing this layout should think about, is like, if you come to their snake and you want to go to the outside first, say you shoot the God, but you miss the corner guy, you want to come quickly to the inside and see if you can kill those Dorito guys before their player lets them know. Because then those kills are gone. So thinking about how the communication flows across the field. Yeah, and this is a really good lesson for those of you who are playing anywhere on the snake side, is to familiarize yourself from like coming up blind and just going through that immediate mental checklist and knowing exactly where those shots are. Because it's going to be important not only for your front player to know, but maybe your front guy and one of the bad guys trade out right away. Now you have another guy that's got to get up there, and you have to be comfortable with doing this. And you want to know that when you get into this spot, you have enough understanding of the field to immediately come up and start getting some kills, because you want to do as much damage as possible. Because like Kyle said, is if you come up here and you're kind of like guessing, and you're like, oh, I don't know where they are, and then these guys all hone in on you, it's only a matter of time before they tell their last corner guy and he comes and gets you. So really familiarize yourself with those shots going in there. And I don't know if you got to play video games to do that, or if you got to draw some mental notes, take pictures. A lot of people do videos while you're walking the fields. And that way, you know, like when you're coming up on these spots, you know what to shoot at, how to shoot at it, and you can kind of look at it from both angles here, and really get a good idea of what to do and how to do it. But yeah, you really like Kyle said, you want to know exactly what you're shooting at when you pop up in these spots, because it's only a matter of time. If you miss these shots, I mean, best case scenario is, you know, you start shooting guys.
Yeah.
But if you miss these shots,
yeah,
it's only a matter of time before someone tells the person on the other side of them or somewhere over here, and they just come to get you.
And another really important thing here too is, like, this is one thing I've you know, been preaching for the last like 3-4 years. It's so vital. Is like, as a front guy, especially on this field, because, you know, both sides are really powerful, and most likely you're gonna have a guy like right in front of you, is to have enough discipline that, like, the goal is not to, your first person is not to battle with that guy, your other front player. So like, if I come into their snake, I don't care if the guy's on the other side of the snake one with me in the same bunker. If I can come up and shoot those 2 Dorito players and get 2 free kills,
Boom.
I'd rather do that and let that guy that's on the other side of the snake one come around and bunker me in the head, knowing that Ryan's behind me and he's going to shoot that guy, because that's three bodies for mine. Mm-hmm. So, you know, when you get, as a front player on this field, when you get that first free body, which is going to typically across the other side of the field, because you've caught him by surprise, make sure that you value your life and not, you know, get into bad gun battles with the other guys on the field that might have saw you. Stay in that spot and make the other team have to force themselves to come out and come get you. Because as soon as they leave their spots, you know, you have other guys to help you. It's once you get into their side of the field and you get a free kill, most likely you have a chance to come off the field with another body. You don't have to do too much there. Have trust that your other players will, 1, protect you, and 2, they're going to get that guy coming to get you. And maybe, you know, the other team forces it too much that they get shot before they even come to get you. So have some discipline in that you know, your body's super valuable if you go up there and you get 1 or 2 kills. Like, make sure you get that last body.
Yeah, and that's kind of like we really impressed that theory and that kind of mentality when the wall was a big factor. So, you know, the same thing goes for here is if you can make it into this center spot undetected, you know, even if you know there's a guy on the other side of you, and usually you get that information from your team.
Yeah.
But, and I guess this is also like, this is kind of also twofold. You got to fight the urge sometimes to go get that guy. So say you're here, even if there's a body on the other side of you, if you know you're in this center structure undetected, and some are a little better for this than others, you kind of want to wait, because if it's 5-on-5 and you're in there, someone's going to make one of these moves on the outside.
Yeah. And especially like in this situation,
I don't know
if
why
I'm the guy in the Dorito and Ryan's the guy in the middle, and maybe move me to the next Dorito. Mm-hmm. If I'm saying, well, no, the other green guy, if I'm that guy in the Dorito and Ryan's in the middle, and I now know that there's a guy on the other side of him, and I let Ryan know, hey, you know, center bunker's hot, whatever.
Yes.
And he now realizes that I'm not going to go let myself get shot. That gives him the opportunity now to wait and get a kill from the other team, and then go around and get that guy. And then when that happens, that frees my move up. So also, you have to think about, like, if Ryan's looking over at me too, and he sees I'm like battling heavily and I'm going to go to move, at that point, Ryan might want to give up on his bait and then go, hey, Kyle, there's a guy on the other side, and then go get that guy.
Yeah. So, so that's a really big takeaway. And so let's reemphasize this real quickly, just so everybody can understand. Is I'm in the same mindset as everybody else on the team. My job in the center is to lock down these outside lanes, right? And if my team is all yelling, hey, center 50's hot, center 50's hot, that means that my team is aware that the player's there.
Yeah.
They now have told me, and I'll give them like a head nod or like a thumbs up. But if they don't see me go around and get them, they already know that my job, my game plan is to try to catch one of the outside bad guys and then go bunker them. Because you get the 2-body swing.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to be under the impression that if Kyle is telling me, hey, center 50's my way, center 50's my way, he's saying it with an urgency like, just Ryan, make sure you know.
Yeah.
But if he's like, Ryan, you have to go get that guy, then I might go get him at that point. But at the same time, I might just be like, no, I'm going to wait a little bit because as soon as their guy goes, I can shoot them. And then I know for a fact that Kyle knows he's there. So Kyle's not going to overly expose himself to him.
Yeah. And
that's the important takeaway is if your guy isn't going, and you guys are going to have enough time to kind of break this down in practices and everything and just kind of talk amongst yourselves. And then there's going to be eventually like, hey, because my back's turned to the Dorito side and I'm looking snake way. And Kyle's on the snake side trying to get into the snake. There's a guy on the other side. If he sees, Dalton or Marcelo or somebody, if we start losing the Dorito side and Kyle knows he needs to make a push, then it's a different sense of urgency, right? He's going to say, Ryan, you got to go. Like, hey, ball 2 on the Dorito side. Ryan, like, kill the center, kill the 50. Like, get that guy off the field. Then I'll do it. But for the most part, when it's a 5-on-5 game, if the bad guys don't know I'm there, I'm waiting it out. And that was, again, that was like something that was really, really emphasized when we were doing when the wall was there.
Sure.
Like get in there, wait, don't bust yourself, don't let everybody know.
Yeah.
Because there's always a guy on the other side of you. So it also depends on the amount of times that someone's in there. If there's never a guy in that center 50, then you don't have to worry about it as much. But it's another thing is you got to fight the urge to go get that guy sometimes. You're like, oh, I just went and got him,
Yeah.
And then right when you bunker him, someone makes a move. And you're like, oh, shoot, I could have got that kill. So there's a couple different mentalities and a couple different ways to play that. And a lot of times you can finesse it pretty well if you're in there and you look like the hero when you wait it out.
Yeah.
But then the final, like the icing on the whole thing and the biggest piece of the puzzle is that your teammates notice and recognize what you're doing and they let the other team move into those positions. So if I'm looking snake way, right? If I'm in there looking snake way, I need to make sure that Kyle, wherever he is, like say he's in this corner, he's not haphazardly battling these guys like crazy on the tapes, not allowing them to move because I've got this bait set up right here. Like we've set this trap. So what I don't want to have happen is my guys on the snake side really, really, really putting pressure over here because then the whole bait and trap doesn't work.
Exactly.
And that's a big thing that a lot of players, pro and divisional, have a problem with is like, hey, I'm going to go up the middle. I'm going to lock off the snake side. And everybody's like, yep, cool. I got it. And then you got your cowboys over here that are in these spots and they're playing paintball. They're shooting at everybody. And they're not letting any of these bad guys move and they're putting tons of pressure on them. But nobody is ever to the point where they're like, yeah, it just didn't work. Like the guy never went.
Yeah.
And then no one ever puts it together. Like, yeah, I was in that center 50, guy never went. Kyle, you're like, hell yeah, he didn't win. I didn't go. I was putting pressure on him. But you guys just kind of have these conversations internally.
Yeah.
This is something I was working on with Savage. Is everybody's like, oh, I thought that would have been the move too. I just didn't really say it.
Sure.
It's like we gotta talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Because if the play is to go up in the middle and lock this zone down, these guys over here have to be somewhat submissive and kind of like play a little bit and then be like, I'm gonna look inside.
Yeah.
And then you allow this move to happen organically, and then I get the kill, and then we own this real estate here, and now I'm wrapping.
I mean, having a guy at the center is almost exactly the same as like if you decide that you want to push the Dorito side of point, or if you decide you want to push the snake side of point. Like if Ryan and I decide, hey, we're gonna push 3 the snake way this time, our guys on the Dorito side, we're gonna be like, hey, you have to value your life because we're working to make something happen over here. And if you guys, get eliminated on that other side, now they're just turning the field. And it's the same thing, with the middle, because you honestly, you have that guy's kind of out of the game. Even though you have a 5-on-5, that guy in the middle is not really playing as much. So you're kind of playing a 4-on-5 as far as guys battling you. So that guy, you have to support and give that guy room enough to work.
But yeah, I mean, this is and that's a lot of that's like kind of high level stuff, and I think another big takeaway here is, and something that I kind of was our biggest downfall this last weekend when I was practicing with Savage, is kind of like just sharing the information, right?
Yeah.
And that was something that like I'm gonna close this out real quick. That was something that tormented us quite a bit. This last weekend is on. We all knew kind of what we were doing or what we wanted to do, but it was more on an internal individual basis. You know, it's like Kyle wants to go to the snake, but he never asked me for help. Whereas, when we're playing together, because we've been playing long enough and playing together, it doesn't matter. Like if we go do a throw together game, like we were doing quite a bit over the off season, it doesn't matter who I'm playing with. Brandon Cornell, you, Mouse, Marcelo, like we all get together, and Corey Hall. It was like, when I see you playing with a different type of posture, I kind of see what you're doing, and I'm like, hey, I'm with you. I'm right here. Yeah. Just giving you guys giving the person you're playing with a little bit more confidence to make the moves. Or I'll say, hey, Kyle, what do you need? Yeah. Again, let's point this out. Let the guys in front do the heavy lifting. Like let Kyle go do all the hard work, and then we come up, jog up there, and hit the buzzer. You know what I mean? Like I want everybody else to do the heavy lifting for me, because it makes the job a lot easier. Sure. I didn't do anything. Literally zero in the World Cup final match. I just let everybody else do it. I was playing like crap. Yeah. But that's the whole idea is like, I mean, that's not the idea, but the mentality and the idea behind everything is working together, and everybody understands that. Just nobody grasps it once the horn blows. Yeah. You just really have to share the information, and then there's different tones. There's different emphases that you put on moves. Like Kyle, what's stopping you? Yeah. Or versus, hey Kyle, hey, can you get to the snake? Kyle, can you get to the snake? It's not Kyle, can you get to the snake? It's Kyle, let's go, get to the snake. Yeah. Right? There's a different emphasis that you put on some different types of communication that will help people get going.
Yeah. Dizon.
Big shout out to Dizon. Big shout out. Hold on, we're going to get air horn here for Dizon. We're going to get another air horn for Dizon's daughter, London. Happy birthday. She turned 7. There's a lot of... I want to point something out. I don't know exactly what happened 9 months from this week, but I've had a lot of friends that had birthdays this week. Well, I mean, I know what happened 9 months ago, but I don't know what the date was. Was there like a holiday or something like that? My birthday's on Friday. Camille's birthday was on Sunday. I've had another handful of friends that had 20th, 22nd, and I've seen a ton of... So this is like a popular week. Yeah. So 9 months ago, something big was going on. something
a lot was going on.
A lot was going on. Yeah. A lot of stuff was happening. But big shout out to Dizon. We appreciate your support. Thank you. And also Dizon, you got another shirt coming to you. So you got the bonus. You were one of the lucky bonus winners. Yeah. So I appreciate the support. There's another one for you. I can turn the volume up on that. If anybody is wearing headphones, I can blow your guys' ears out.
But this field is going to be big too for scouting because of that center setup. Having teams where they're going to be able to sit right at the gate and either shoot the snake side or the Dorito side is going to make it a lot for like what Ryan was talking about the cans on the outside shooting up the center. Because basically, you have an opportunity to shoot a center player if that guy's there a lot. But if you don't time it right and scout the teams right, then they could go away from that, and then you're shooting up the center from those cans, and you're giving up on other shots. So, and that's typically how all these new layouts have been, is like you have to give up something. But you need to do that intelligently and kind of map it out and think about the team that you're playing, because you don't want to give up way too much and then the other team just skates free off the break through all the positions. So it's really important that you put some good constructive thought into shooting off the break on this field.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually because we've started practicing on Friday. When do you go out to practice?
Friday also.
Are you playing on Friday, or are you just flying out there on Friday?
Just flying out on Friday. Some of the guys are playing, and then
A-Rod's for sure playing.
A-Rod's for sure playing, and then Monday, a lot of us are going to stay and do drills.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we've got everybody coming into town Thursday night and Friday, and then and we're going to be doing a lot of that shooting stuff. Marcelo's going to be out there at the field tomorrow shooting. I'm going to be patiently waiting between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. for a pallet of paint to be dropped off in the front yard. I don't know what you're up to tomorrow if you want to come break your back with me.
Can make me come help.
Can I call it my birthday favor?
Yeah, I can probably do that.
So yeah, that was pretty cool, and also Nick Sloviak and I think Marcelo Margot usually do it, or Nick Laval. So there's a BKI breakdown that's slightly more intensive than that, a little bit longer probably. They'll give game plans and whatnot. So the BKI players will do breakdowns for every NXL event, and also if you guys have any local events as well, get a hold of Nick Sloviak or myself or anybody from BKI, and we will happily upload a breakdown onto that the platform for you guys, and then we have a follow-up layout breakdown that will be a much more in-depth, and that will happen next week after we play the layout, and then you guys are going to get game plans. So BKI sends out a playbook as well with a game plan from each of us with a detailed kind of like run here, shoot here, do this secondary, and we'll also give out bounce shots and things like that. Also, the Spick and Span Show will be doing a little bounce shot stuff. I'm gonna have my barrel cam out there, so I'll be shooting people, hopefully, shooting some content. If I bunker anybody, I'll make sure to post it up for everybody, and that's kind of like what the BKI platform does and what we all do. Also, I believe that the BKI members all should have gotten the first crack at summer camp. So summer camp registration has already begun. Dizon, you can let me know because I don't get the emails. I guess I'm not. I have a BKI membership, an account, and I know when videos are uploaded, but I don't get the email blasts anymore. So yeah, we got the summer camp coming up in July. That's, again, I think you're right. I think it's the best paintball experience, paintball event that you guys can do. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's a home run. I think World Cup and that are the best two paintball experiences that you can go to as a player.
For sure, pinnacle of clinics.
It really is. 4 days, all inclusive. Plus, I know we've talked about the food we'll be talking about the camp for a long time here for the next couple of months.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's happening in July, and then I believe that BKI members are the first ones to get the exclusive right to sign up first. And I believe they've limited the amount. I think it was 58 last year. It might be 48 this year. So it might be toning it down a little bit. I know Tyler's coming this year, so he'll be his first year as a camp counselor.
There we go.
Camp counselor. I went to summer camp when I was a little kid, so camp counselor. And then this weekend, we will be at Victory on Friday, ASG on Saturday with Aftermath, and then back to Victory against the Ironmen on Sunday. You guys are going to be – there's a bunch of teams going down there, right?
To Texas?
To Texas.
Yeah. I know for sure Heat will be there.
Okay.
X Factor, and then us.
Oh, I thought there was another team.
There might be.
I thought you told me there was you had a 3-team regatta because you weren't going to play X Factor. Yeah. You guys played them in the event.
And we're not playing Heat because they're playing X Factor.
Oh, so
we're playing by ourselves.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe we'll do some with Heat. I'm not sure. But we're playing Heat the following weekend.
Oh, got it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So yourselves and then Heat. All right. Okay. Cool. Well, let's do this.
Should we are we calling Alex or no?
He didn't. Alex is on vacation right now. He took a little vacation out to Sonoma. He lives in Marin County, and he went to the town of Sonoma, wine country. If you haven't heard of it, but he said he was going to text us and let us know if he can make it on, and then he just said, "I'm giving these things away on the show." So it's his little he's coming down here. He's been on timeout because he thought he had a COVID scare and then so he quarantined for a week, and then he went on a trip with me for a week. Mm-hmm. Right when he got out of his first quarantine, then he got COVID, and then so he went back to quarantine. So he was in the doghouse for 3 weeks. so we're gonna let him have his vacation. Maybe him and Margaret are right now drinking a nice glass of Pinot Grigio, watching the Spick and Span show. I know that would be something that she would like to do on vacation, because whose significant other wouldn't want to be watching the Spick and Span show on vacation? Yeah. I know. Yeah. So I'm not going to. Oh, Dizon went to Field 1. Oh yeah, there we go. And yes, it is wine country. Sonoma County has better wine than Napa County. It's just all a marketing thing. Also, it's a turf war. I'm from there.
I didn't mean to airdrop you a picture.
Okay. Do you want me to post it?
You could.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. We'll post this. It's a summer camp.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There's a little summer camp, little flyer for you guys.
And I don't know how many of you guys have got to talk to Tyler, or hang out with him. But he's a great person to.
I think you took it off.
Oh, maybe I did.
I think you went to send it and then you didn't. Yeah, he's definitely a fun guy to be around and also learn from. He's got a ton of stuff. Is that me?
Yeah, maybe your computer.
Okay.
Or your phone.
Are you sending it to my phone? I hope not. It just popped up for a second. But anyway, whatever. Also, we're gonna postpone. We'll hold this one off until next time. Oh, look at that! It's over there.
Oh yeah, it finally came up on the top.
Yeah, it's on my iPad.
Yeah, it was there.
And
Otherwise,
can I get it from here? Whatever.
No.
You know what? We got plenty of time to talk about the summer camp
and plenty of technical issues already.
Yeah, so. we're upgrading. So shout out to Eric White. Shout out to everybody who just joined the channel. Let me put your names on the wheel here because we're about to get into wheel time, and we've got a bunch of gifts actually. And
wheel time.
It's wheel time. Class action. Also, for those of you who are brand new members to the Super Mega Support Status membership level, we have posters that have just been printed, and James from Island Designs is sending down posters, sticker sheets, and the special thank you items. And then also he's also laser engraving everybody's Super Mega Support Status membership giveaway for, this one's pretty cool. We're actually really excited about this one. Actually, I can show you over there. Hold on, stay here. This one we'll give away. Well, not give away. Well, actually, I'll give this one away too. This one will go to somebody. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Look at that.
Boom.
So we've got little dog tags with our faces on there. There we go. The Spick Span Show. There we go. So these are going to be going out in the next week or so. I give it more like the sew part because we have to.
For the beard fund, yeah, I'm gonna have to put some nair on.
Yeah, you gotta really thin it out.
Maybe I have to braid them so they're like thicker in a certain spot.
Yeah, I mean, this is as good as it gets. I think you know what I mean. Let's put them up right here. We should change seats.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, or I guess I could just have the logos
flipped.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know how easy that is,
but it's pretty easy. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you just gotta invert.
Yeah.
Invert. Just click
it might make them like backwards though. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's nothing that's like they're kind of asymmetrical. You know, like it's okay. It's not like there's writing on there.
Yeah. Like
my eyes would be, it would be the same thing. It would look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're right. We'll flip him. Just so we can match the chairs. So yeah. Anyway. We've got a bunch of giveaways that we want to give up. So we've got some goggle straps. I've got the medium t-shirt pack. So I'm not sure. I think the best way to do this. So we've got some HK Army shirts in here and a jacket. We've got a 300 FPS. So this actually has to go. I might do Cutthroat with this one because I've scratched off two names now, and a third person actually won one of the other ones that's still in the garage. This is a team signed Dynasty poster, and I just threw this barrel condom in there, and just like there's some other stuff in here. But 3 different people have won this, and all 3 of those people have not given me their addresses. So if you do sign up, make sure I have your address, so that way when I ship something to you, you can receive it. So this is gonna go out. I'm gonna do probably Cutthroat City for this one, because I want to make sure that it gets off of the shelf in the garage. Not like I really did clear space, but yeah, there we go. Photoshop, flip horizontal. I don't have Photoshop, but enhance. We got it. And then let's see. I've got this is actually pretty nice, and I don't really want to give it away, but I'm not gonna wear it. So it's a 300 FPS paintball. He's rad.
Yeah.
He gave me this large mock turtleneck. We should maybe move these things down. And just straight up, I just can't wear it because it's not. I gotta wear JT jerseys. But it is really nice. It's super nice. It's brand new, and I've had it. Cool. It's been hanging up in the garage with all my jerseys for a couple months now. But shout out to 300 FPS. He does some really cool work. out there. He's done some videos for you, yeah? Has he? I've seen videos. Maybe photos?
Maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. I think so. So yeah, I'm gonna write that down on here on the list here. And it's getting cold. So actually, this one's going out to Tabletop. Tabletop, you won this last week. You weren't there, but this is going to you, my friend. That's
cool.
So you got a HORMESIS beanie. This one's actually rad. I should have kept it. I'm just not really a beanie guy.
Yeah, it's a pretty big beanie too.
I don't know. I'm just not like the fold up, the roll up beanie. Like I like the one. I like the tiger wear one that you have.
Just a single the
single one. Yeah. This is too much for me.
Yeah.
It does keep you extra warm though. And then here's an HK one with the Sandana thing on it. I'm obviously not gonna wear it. And then Sandana, he's not gonna wear it.
I'm not gonna wear that.
I'm not gonna wear that.
All due respect.
So we're gonna give that away too. And that's kind of how it is. I don't think it's ever been. That was the first time that beanie's ever been put on someone's head. Also, so let's see here. We've got a tiger wear. What color? How'd the drop go? What do we got? Are they gonna win one of those ones? That's my favorite one. That's might be my favorite headband. Get a little closer. I can't see.
I wanted to show these.
Yeah.
One, I was trying to get Lamb, our one of the brains behind the whole operation. I was trying to get him to come on the show for one of these times, just so we could introduce him. But these are following up this last drop as some of the more exclusive ones that there's not going to be a lot made out of. But I posted a picture of this one on my Instagram the other week. One of my personal favorites. Ryan said this is his favorite that we made.
Yeah,
so
that
far
one's
too.
tight.
In two colors of this like washed denim in this darker blue, and then a light denim like that.
This one actually matches the
It
new
does.
Spick and Span swag here.
Yeah.
Yep. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it goes.
Dude,
Matches the shirt.
See you later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear this thing when I get on the Peloton later.
Yeah. So we got a few more things coming quickly, and then this is obviously everyone that ordered coming in these nice new custom bags that we got, and then what I have to give away. I'm not sure how we want to do this. One person that we're going to give this away to can take their pick here. We got the Stratus, the Marfa, and then the North, this white one. So you can take your pick if you win. And then I'm going to give two more away. And all you need to do is just post a story on Tigerwear or on your Instagram, a little story post of just a Tigerwear photo and tag Tigerwear. It doesn't even have to be huge or anything. Make sure you're following the Instagram page, and I'll go in there and pick two of you guys to send the other two. So make sure you're doing that. I wouldn't tell anyone too, so that you have more of a chance to win.
No, you got to tell everybody.
Well, I'm saying
because then we get more people
for you
on there.
Well, I'm saying for everyone that's watching right now, they're gonna have less of a chance to win if they go tell everyone.
Here, look, we can't get Alex on, but we can just put his head in there.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
In the oven. A little couple
on the shelf.
Yeah.
All right. So explain that again. Just so everybody's clear.
I have two headbands to give away.
Okay.
You're gonna post a story on your Instagram and tag Tigerwear, so I can go into the Tigerwear Instagram and pick a lucky winner, two lucky winners, to give a headband away to.
And they can just screenshot any image.
Yeah, any Tigerwear image, just tag Tigerwear. Make sure you're following it. If you're not following Tigerwear, and I go to pick you and I look,
you gotta be following Tigerwear.
You're not gonna win. So post those on your story.
Here's a good one. You can take a screenshot right here.
Yeah, that's a great photo.
This is a good one right here.
If you want to be creative with it too. So go ahead, do that, and then I'll pick two winners. Probably I'll give it till tomorrow around this time, and pick two people out of that, and then we'll give one away today.
Should we do a super mega support status member spin?
Yeah, let's do, because everyone else pretty much that's in here has that chance to win. So we'll do mega support, and you get to, whoever the winner is here gets to pick which color they want out of these three.
Mm-hmm. Alex's head is not included on the print. So all right, we already got some people posting it, and then you know what, for the shirts, would you guys rather me do something at random with everybody here, Or would you like me to just do a wheel spin? And if you're an XL and you get the medium shirt pack thing, you can just give it to a local kid at the field. Comment in there below because it's a medium jacket and 2 medium shirts. Actually, one of the shirts is one of my favorite paintball shirts. Yeah, either I spin the wheel and just randomly send it out to one of you and you get it. Or I can just have everybody who's a medium on the show that's watching right now comment and I can pick a random. Wheel spin. I'm a huge fan of the wheel spin. While we're thinking about it, let's just test the wheel out. Let's just make sure that it's working right. You know what I mean? And we're gonna spin it right now.
Next week too, I'll have some HK shirts to give away.
Yeah, actually, we've got Vic is bringing a gear bag full of stuff that we're gonna be able to give away on the show as well.
Nice.
Also, those of you who are in the community, active in the community section, you know, I posted something in there. There was a bunch of old stuff that I had for sale, some brand new stuff, some used stuff, and I guess if it doesn't go, I'll just give it away on the show, you know?
Yeah.
So we got a lot of good giveaways coming up to everybody who's a member, and let's just remind everybody how fun. Perfect spot for Alex's face. As the first thing is going to be a HORMESIS goggle strap going out to one lucky winner. Then I'm going to do the beanie and then the 300 FPS jersey. So Brian Martin, congratulations to Brian Martin. And make sure, everybody, that I have your addresses. I cannot emphasize that enough. You should see my spreadsheet here. It's got a lot of missing poor people that, you know, are missing their products in their giveaways. Scott D, shout out. 300 FPS right here, going out to final giveaway. Yeah, shout out to Vic. Levi Bridges. Okay.
Yeah, this is a time we're getting all our new gear for the year. So although we are slowing down on the juicy rumors, we are ramping up the giveaways.
You're ramping up the giveaways. Yeah, sorry, there's no juice right now. We're gonna have juice though soon. There is actually gonna be a Juicy News shirt coming out, collab between us and Iconic Paintball. Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. I think you sent me a picture of that.
I didn't know that was us. I thought it might be another.
Oh, you thought that he was ripping
media
us.
company.
No.
No.
But actually, for those of you guys who are.
That's why I sent it. I was wondering why you didn't respond.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's going to make that. Yeah. He's going to make that for us and then sell it.
So I thought that was for
another
company.
No, but for those of you guys who are GOAT members, I know that you're having a meeting sometime today or you've already had it. But look forward to any of you getting a yearly gift also once we drop ours. That's usually probably going to follow shortly thereafter what we showcase. So that's the cool thing of supporting all of the shows and all of the people out there is you get to double down and double dip on all the goodies.
It's all
right?
interconnected.
So it's all good and juicy. Mm-hmm. So let's go. What did everybody decide on? What is? I missed something that Dizon missed something there.
About the creative?
I don't know. I'm missing on some of the comments here. All right, here comes a big spin. This is going to be for Tigerwear right here. Did we decide how we want to give away the shirt package? Everybody who's a medium shirt.
The Cutthroat, I thought.
They wanted to
do, no, that's for the poster.
Oh, yeah, Cutthroat's going to be for the poster.
Yeah.
We're going to do Cutthroat. Should we do Cutthroat right now for the poster for the Mega members? We can't do Cutthroat for the big wheel because I guess we can do it twice. But there's way too many people on the wheel than there are on the...
I guess I could do Cutthroat.
Well, we're going to do Cutthroat for the Tiger... Or, sorry, we're going to do regular wheel spin for the Tigerwear and then Cutthroat for the poster. How about that? So, Mega members, Super Mega Support Status members, this is your day right here. We're going to do... we're going to run this right now. I'm going to spin this wheel right now. The first one is going to be for the Tigerwear headband. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Big support.
Here we go. And the wheel is spinning.
I hope that you're in here so that you can pick your color.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's a
I'm gonna
good
have to-
point.
that's
a
why I
good
was
point.
thinking Cutthroat
Oh, you want
would've
to do
been-
Cutthroat for this one? Well, Kevin Yantosh.
I believe he's in
I
here.
think he's in here. I know he's always ready.
And I think he was the first one actually too that
So
called
Mr.
out
Yantosh, shout out, dude. He's cleaned up on the last month. I think he's gotten 2 big wins. So shout out to Yantosh.
I hope that Yantosh isn't hacking our wheel here. No, I'm just
No. Imagine that. Imagine if you could do that. So okay, let's. I think Yantosh is in there.
yeah.
So all right, we're gonna do right now. We're gonna do a super mega support status Cutthroat member city action packed situation right here for this. Yep, Yantosh is in here. Yantosh, let him know what color you want. We'll talk about that here in a second.
Yeah.
I just want to fire this off right now. So just so everybody's clear, let's go over the rules of Cutthroat City. We are going to spin the wheel. There is a little delay between what we see and what you guys see, so it's going to spin. Then it's going to land on the name. We're going to call out the name, and you have approximately 3 to 5 seconds to say, I'm here. Okay? This is for Mega Support Status members only, because this wheel is a lot easier to manage than the giant wheel. So I apologize, but we will make sure that next week we load all the rest of the members up with some good gifts. So I'm going to jump over to the wheel right now, which is spinning as we speak. And Kyle, you want to monitor the deal? Mm-hmm. You got to look over there.
I was just checking something.
I've got his address. All right. And the winner is, for the sign poster, we've got Dan Berthy going once. Dan Berthy going twice. Dan Berthy. 1, 2, 3. I'm getting no one. No one. Okay. We're closed. Boom. Spinning again. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. The next winner is Mr. Vegas Venom. I think I saw you in here. Let's see here. Vegas Venom going once. Going twice. Dude, Vegas, I swear I saw someone from Vegas 38 times, and you're out of here! Nope. Okay. No, wait, no, didn't we spin it already? Dropped
I
it.
think if they say it before.
Travis, dude, I'm here, he's here. All right, it's Travis. Okay, we'll spin it 2 more times. If delay, fool.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Okay. We'll give it to you.
We'll give it to you.
Just because you called me a fool, I like that. Dude, by the hair of your chin.
Yeah.
By the hair, delay got him. He made it. We'll give it to you. We got you, Vegas.
Yeah.
Poster. Congrats, everybody. Vegas Venom.
On the cusp.
On the cusp. You know, it was close. It was close. I was about to let it roll, but luckily everybody here is very fair. Very fair. I get my heart rate goes up. I think when I do that one. Yeah, I'm up a little bit. So okay. And then for the shirts, everybody who's a medium or knows somebody who's a medium, just go ahead and toss the letter M, medium, in there, and we'll just pick one at random. So everybody who's a medium, or if you know somebody who's a medium, just go ahead and chuck an M in there and in the comment section, and we will we'll go ahead and just choose one of you guys or gals. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And shout out to Joel Hayward for joining the show. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, everybody else who's a new member. Nice little air horn for you.
Look at that. We got more likes than people watching. Good job.
There we go.
Good job.
That's a first.
Yeah.
That's a first. Shout out to everybody. All 178 likes and 171 viewers. We appreciate all of your support, and we thank you guys so very much for everything. And tease on. So let's see here. Let's go with. I'm gonna highlight all these names. Watch this. Your Snappy double XL is not the right code for this one. Whoops. Oh. Okay. All right. And we're going with Mr. Anton Redman. Anton
Congrats.
Redman is getting the shirts. Anton Redman. Redman. Okay, so congratulations, Anton. You're still commenting. M. So you already won. A good job. Good call on the... Actually, I'm just now realizing that you put a bunch of them in there. So congratulations to Anton Redman for your tenacity and your persistence. It obviously paid off. So again, thank you everybody for your support. Just as a reminder, summer camp registration is open for BKI members. I've got Lavina Paintball Clinic coming up in April, and then followed by an Annandale Paintball in Minnesota in May. So make sure you guys are signed up for those. Contact your local field or team owner and let us know if you guys would like to set up a clinic with any of us. Also, if you guys are local and we have free weekends, we're happy to work with you. And that goes for pretty much every part of the world.
And what else I was going to say, too, is like, if any of you guys, too, you know, I saw a lot of people talking about, you know, that even just small, that wasn't even like a full breakdown of what Ryan and I would typically do, but we're always available, too, just like if it's any layout, something at a local tournament for you guys, and you guys want to do like a Zoom call, we do offer those, too. So just let us know. We do those as well.
Yeah, team Zoom calls are going to be ramping up again as events as the event calendar starts to fill up, and so we do that quite a bit. Get the whole team on there, hand you guys breakdowns, usually before practices, and then follow up after practice if you'd like that as well, and go through a very detailed breakdown on the layout exactly like that. You guys will leave with game plans, bunker names, calls, codes, and all that stuff, and then kind of get a better feel for how you guys should attack a practice in the most effective and efficient way. So
a little bit more inexpensive way versus
then getting
us coming all the way out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So hit us up if you guys are inquiring about that or would like to set something like that up. We're available during the week to get on a call with you, as are any of the BKI members. So go ahead and reach out to your favorite pro or BKI member if you guys would like to set something like that up. Yeah. And thank you guys. Another one. This was a great show. Thanks for sticking with us on a Wednesday. Big air horn for everybody out there. And thank you guys all for the support.
Spick Span Show.
Too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumed, ashes remain.
Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe.
To go to bed.